everyone, my name is Ria Carroll and I'm the owner of one of the UK's most popular prom shops, RiRi's. We've been around for 10 years, we're in Billericay in Essex and we are all things prom and bridal. Actually, we do have a bridal shop too. And we are here bringing you the world's first ever prom podcast. Hi everyone, welcome back to RiRi's Promcast. If you did miss episode 1, it was just a little introduction into us and how we set up, my history over the last 10 years, and you also got to meet my lovely Lucy.
Hi, I'm Lucy Hallett and I manage both stores over RiRi's empire.
I like calling it empire. So today's episode, we are coming to you from our Hollywood changing room. When I set up a few years ago in this big store, I wanted to make sure that the shop was super Instagrammable. Yep. And I think we've succeeded pretty well.
Definitely. There's always a little bit of what's in that room when they come in.
And actually, this was my first ever purchase when I got my big store. I knew, again, that I wanted to make each room quite themed, so we made this the Hollywood room. And these seats are actually from the Palladium. They were upholstered and
they even have your date on.
They do. Under here, they've got the date that we opened 10 years ago. So.
And I didn't even know that.
Until we just told you that just now. Maybe every time a customer comes in, I'll be like, "Do you know?"
I just literally thought it was random numbers. I'm not even going to lie.
No. So there's got a bit of a story. Yeah, we hope you love taking pictures on them because they are quite nice with pictures.
They are great.
They're great for our photo shoots.
We've got some great photos on these chairs.
We have, definitely. So today's episode is going to walk you through step by step the whole process of buying a prom dress with us. Obviously, it might be slightly different to where you go, but we want to put your minds at rest and make sure that when you come prom dress shopping, you feel completely relaxed, you know what to do, and you know what the process is. For us, we only take appointments online. You'll head to the website, click on book an appointment, and we actually have 2 areas here at RiRi's. So the shop is split up into 2 areas. Upstairs, we have the outlet, which is where all of the dresses are priced £350 or less. So if you have a budget or you want something maybe more simple, that is definitely the place to book. Then the main store, which is downstairs, is budgets for £350 and above, and that is generally where all of our prom 2024 collection now, but the new collection, whatever that year would be, is where that sits. They do tend to be £350 and above, and as a general rule of thumb, I'd say that they're a bit more blingy,
they are
a bit more ruffly, a bit more going on,
a bit bigger.
So just to note, you can actually see both areas within your prom shopping time with us. You get an hour and 15. So if you want to see both, it just means that you would split your hour and 15 across both shops.
Yeah, when you book your appointment, it just books your changing room. Therefore, you can shop both. You can take dresses upstairs or we can bring dresses downstairs. You can do both.
Yeah. So when you go online, you'll fill out a little bit of a form. It will ask you if you've got any inspiration. It'll ask you a rough size, and it will also ask you what school you're from. So when you come to us, we know what dresses we can sell to you and what dresses we can't.
I can't stress enough when you put your school. Don't just put the area that your school is in. So say your school is Southend High, don't just put Southend and then expect us to know what school that is. We do go through that with you when you do come in, but it's really important that you put your school exactly what it's called and not just a little, I don't know, not the actual name, because that's when mistakes happen, because we don't want you to rock up to prom in the same dress as somebody else. That is our rule.
So yeah, you booked online, you'll come into store with us. So you'll obviously get an amazing welcome because we're all super, super friendly here.
Yeah, we are.
And we will confirm what school you're from. We have a system in place here to make sure that we don't sell the same dress to anyone else at your school. Like we say, there's nothing worse than turning up to your event wearing the same dress as somebody else.
We have had fibs before, girls, and our system does not let it cheat.
Yeah.
So very important.
Don't be telling us you're from a different school.
And don't try and pick the sticker off, because the system will allocate the dress, so it doesn't matter if you try and pick it off.
Yeah.
You're still gonna...
We've had that a few times.
We've had that a few times.
So anyway, once they come here, what happens?
So once you come in, we'll obviously give you a lovely introduction. We'll tell you about our system that we've got in place so that mistakes can't happen. We'll then get you to either show us... I love it when you've got a Pinterest, girls. Oh, it's like gold to me. Like when you've got an idea, it's great. But even if you haven't got an idea, it's great too, because you'll try a bit of everything. I hate it when you come in, you're restricted. You say, I just want blue. Try everything. You might put blue on and hate it. And 9 times out of 10, They hate it.
Talking about colours as well, obviously we hear this year in, year out. If you've got like 8 girls in your group and months out from prom, you all pick your colours. So someone will say, I've got blue, I've got red,
I've had
got
lilac
green.
since year 7.
Yeah. Yeah, you hear that all the time. When you come in, I promise you, you will not go out with that colour, or very rarely. So what you'll end up doing is you'll end up not looking at reds that actually you'd look really bloody good in because Sarah's got red. And then you don't look at reds, and then Sarah goes out and buys her prom dress and she doesn't even buy a red dress. So please scrap. If I could just put one thing out there, please scrap picking colours. Pick your colour when you come here.
Yeah.
Because I promise you, you never end up with the same colours, and you might as well wear the colour you look best in.
Yeah.
If you look best in blue, don't buy red to suit Sarah.
Yeah.
It's not Sarah's prom. It is Sarah's prom, but it's your prom too. And you've got to look hot shit. Hot shit?
Shit
Not
hot.
shit.
Hot shit. You don't want to be hot shit.
I'd like to be hot shit. And the other thing to think about also is, obviously we love it when you come in with pictures, Pinterest boards, inspiration. Some girls are like, I really want champagne. So they come in, they've seen a dress, it's a champagne fishtail, but they only want to try champagne fishtail. And you've probably thought about this colour for a long time. But actually, when you put champagne on, it's not great on you.
No.
So just be open-minded that we will encourage you to try on a bit of everything.
Yeah.
We will definitely encourage you to try on something other than champagne fishtails, because we're good at this.
Yeah. And also...
So we've seen the girls before who look like you, and we know what looks good.
Yeah.
So we are here to throw out all them ideas and, you know, help you find the best dress for you.
Whoever you get paired with, whoever your one-on-one is, trust them, because we do this every single day.
I'd like to think
7 days a week. Yeah, we can come in, we see your hair colour, we see your body shape, we know what's going to look good on you. Like, it's just what we do. So trust whoever's going to be with you. Same with the bridal. Trust your consultant. They know what they're doing. They know your body more than you do and what you're going to look good in. So just trust us, because it's really important that you've got trust. And also, it's your prom. It's not your mum's prom. So I know mum's buying the dress. I know mum's buying the dress, but you've got to feel good in it. Just because mum thinks you look better in the blue one, but you don't feel comfortable in the blue one, that's hard. That's really hard.
We do get that a lot.
We get that a lot. But yeah, it's your prom. So what you want to wear, not what your mum is paying for. But ideally,
if you can fall in love with the same dress that your mum likes as she's buying it,
that's always
great.
A bonus, yeah.
So you've given us your pictures. We're having a little look on the rail. In the areas of the shop, the dresses are in different sizes. And one thing to point out is that prom dresses come up quite a bit smaller than Topshop. We're all used to wearing like stretchy jeans, stretchy t-shirts, stretchy dresses that all have a lot more give, and prom dresses don't have that. So don't be alarmed if when you're trying on prom dresses, you're sizing up by size, maybe 2, maybe 3.
I size up with 3 in the prom dresses.
Because it is completely normal, and let's face it, no one's going to see the label, and we can cut it out if you're really that bothered.
Yeah.
But it is true, girls. Don't worry about it.
No, it's how you feel, not what like the size is.
And just to throw in there, we do have a specialist curve range, which I brought out this last year, and that is for UK size 16 to 34 girls. So if you have curves, we got you.
Yeah, a couple of our dresses even go bigger than a 34 as well, because we actually have got a specialist. It's from America.
Yeah.
They go up to, I think, a 40 something. Yeah, and you know what? Like, you're thinking 40 something, but girls, we've got curves now. Yeah. Like, we've got boobs, we've got waists, we've got hips, and we're not a 10-10-10 or a 4-4-4. We're a 12. An 8, a 14 sometimes.
Absolutely.
So don't worry if you're going bigger. You've got to fit, when you're looking at the dresses, you're fitting the widest part of your body, whether that be your boobs or your bum. You fit to that portion, and then everywhere can be tapered in. We've got amazing seamstresses here, like amazing. So don't worry if you're thinking, oh, you're trying it on, you're like, but look at this. Honestly, it does not matter. That is going to get tapered in, and it's going to fit you. Chef's kiss.
You say that all the time.
I love it. Well, I know I do. At least I don't say hot shit.
Oh,
There's nothing better when a girl does come in though and she does look a chef's kiss even in the sample, and that
Yeah.
is a really good feeling as well, because sometimes girls can't look past sizing. It's really hard to struggle with as well when they're putting it on, and say that day they're not feeling great. You've got to think of the bigger picture. You've got to think your hair's going to be done, your makeup's going to be done, you're going to have nails, you're going to have a fake tan possibly. You might have just come back from holiday because it's summer. You'll have a real tan.
Hopefully not with a bikini strap right across the
No,
back.
do
We
think of that,
always
girls, if
have that.
If you go on holiday
Mum's
before
calling, like,
prom.
how can we get rid of this really big bra strap? Because my daughter fell asleep in the sun,
Yeah.
and now she's got a terrible tan line.
Yeah, so sometimes
Not
it's hard
much.
to look at the bigger picture when you are trying on prom dresses, especially if you're feeling a bit rubbish when you come in. Because it happens, we have off days, and if your mum's booked this appointment months on, she's making you come and you don't really want to come, because a lot of, like now it's mocks, so a lot of girls are stressed with mocks, and then now the mocks are over, they're going to be stressed with exams. So we know when mums are going, oh, she can't do this week because she's got mocks, everyone is in the same boat as your daughter.
Oh no, sorry, I can't make that appointment. She's going for her GCSEs at the moment.
Everyone is.
Yes, so is all of our customers currently.
Yeah. So you're all in the same boat, and it doesn't matter if you feel crappy. We're going to make you feel amazing in here. So that's what we do. Look at our reviews.
They don't know.
No,
Well,
some of them do. We've had sabotage in our reviews, but yeah, back to prom dress shopping. So after we've got you your dresses, we'll put you in a changing room in a designated area.
I'll make you a cup of tea at that point.
Yeah, Ria will make you tea at this point. I'll be popping you in an area, whether you're a twin appointment, because we do twin appointments where you can come with your bestie. We'll pop you in a room where you can both be together. And if you can bring dad and boyfriends, but we don't advise it. If you can help it, like, don't bring dads, because if you bring a male, the other girls in the areas probably aren't going to want to come out.
It's a sticky situation with men in the changing rooms, because we appreciate that some girls don't have mother figures or women in their life, so we understand that men are going to come in, but it does just make other girls feel sometimes uncomfortable. I think girls are a bit more understanding with dads.
Yeah.
But when girls bring boyfriends who are teenagers, it really throws the balance off in the shop. And obviously quite a lot of our areas, which we love about our shop, are actually quite confined. So you're within your own area for your duration of your appointment. There are other areas where there's, say, 3 girls sharing an area. If you bring big groups to your appointment and or boyfriends or brothers that are of a young age, girls then don't want to come out their changing room.
No.
And it's just maybe just being aware your boyfriend probably doesn't want to be there anyway, to be honest. So with the groups, we do limit it. You can only bring 2 people if you're coming to the main store, and you can only bring 1 person if you're going to the outlet. It's mainly to do with spacing and how many seats. Say in here even, there's 2 changing rooms, but there's only 3 seats. And then for other guests to stand, you'd be standing in front of the mirrors. So when the girls come out of the changing rooms, we'd have to keep saying to you, oh, sorry, can you just move out the way? And then we're coming in and out with teas and coffees. So the more bodies...
You're coming out with teas and coffees.
The more people in the shop, it makes it feel more crowded. It makes the appointment feel more busy, and it just makes the environment feel a little bit more... Claustrophobic.
Yeah.
So don't worry about bringing, we get it, mum, nan, or mum and your sister. Don't worry about, your godparents, your aunts, and Uncle Bill. He just doesn't need to be there.
No, he really doesn't need to be there.
And actually, when you get a girl that's got 7 people in her entourage,
it's horrendous.
You'll come out in a dress. 5 people will love the dress, and 2 will go, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No, usually Uncle Bill.
Bridal's the worst for that, I will say.
He'll be like, no, I don't like it. And then this poor young girl is like, oh, I'm not going to buy it because of what he said.
Yeah.
And actually, he didn't need to be there.
No.
I don't know why he's there.
No.
So just bear that in mind when you're bringing people. Obviously, bring the person closest to you, maybe your sister, as long as she doesn't hate you. I want you to look terrible in your prom dress.
Yeah.
We get
that all the time as well.
So yeah, make sure you bring 1 or 2 people with you, ideally not boyfriends.
Yeah.
So after you've experimented with styles, obviously we want you to try on a few different
colours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's always advisable to try and say 6 or 7 dresses, ideally a range of colours and a range of styles, because only from you doing that will you learn, right, I do like this kind of strap, I don't want strapless, I love a low back, and I hate splits. So at that point, we will put on one of our lovely dressing gowns, and then we will take you back out to the rail, because second time round, you kind of know now what you like, what you don't like. You've discovered your comfortable zone.
Yeah.
And sometimes we find the girls that come in like, I really don't want fitted, or ball gown, then when they go out, they start picking all the fitted in ball gowns because you surprise yourself.
Yeah, and also don't forget, we know every single dress like the back of our hand, down to the names of the dresses. So if you're just like, I don't like this, we're like, we're going to get this dress.
I know,
like,
I know what's right
I know
for you.
exactly what's right for you, and we're normally pretty good at it, to be honest.
Yeah.
Like, we normally smash that. So that's a really good point.
What we do encourage actually is, I know lots of other shops don't, so we'll probably get in trouble for this, but we really encourage you to take photos. But when we say take photos, just take photos of the ones that you like, because your appointment is only an hour and 15, and on Saturdays especially, we're back to back, we do need that changing room back at the end of your appointment. And if you waste your time taking pictures of the dresses that you don't like, you're going to get to the end of the appointment and wish you'd been a bit more
and also
productive.
Don't waste time putting the pictures on your Snapchat for your friends to do a poll on which one they like better, because they are 9 times out of 10 going to tell you the one that you look the best in is the worst one. Girls get green eye. We see it every single year where friends either want the dress that you want, they'll send a photo, and then you might think about it and go away, and then they'll come and get it.
We had it
one
year.
It happens all the time.
We had it one year where a girl literally was sending pictures to her friend. Her friend was like, I don't like that dress. She ended up going away, not getting it. The girl come in, bought the dress that she encouraged her best friend not to get. And then the mum of the other friend called out and was like, can you stop her from buying that dress? She told my daughter that she couldn't have that dress, or that she didn't look very good in it because she wanted to buy it herself. And I was like, I absolutely can't get involved in this.
Yeah.
And it is kind of snooze you lose. Whoever buys that dress first does get their sticker put on it, and it does become their dress. We don't then allow other people to try it on. But yeah, just bear that in mind, girls, because I know girls at 16 are cowbags.
Brutal.
Yeah.
We've heard some very terrible stories. So.
Not all of you, just to know.
No.
But it was pretty brutal. We heard some pretty horrible stories. So just be mindful of who you send those pictures to, because they've not always got your back. Yeah,
and don't wait in the dress with your phone. Oh, hang on, because Sue's not let me know. I don't know who's called Sue nowadays, but
I would not know my daughter Sue in 2024. We've had some good.
There might be some Sues out there. I'm sorry, Sue.
Sue, Karen, and Sharon. What was the other one from earlier? What? Helen, Karen, and Sue. There we go. And Sarah. Sarah's now part of the podcast. So just be mindful when you take pictures to take pictures. And the reason we encourage you to take pictures, I encourage you to take pictures especially, is because you might look amazing in the mirror, but actually when you take a picture, it looks completely different. I've done that so many times. Gone out and like, yes, I look shit hot.
I look fire today. I look like hot shit tonight.
And then when I've taken pictures, I'm like, that was definitely not how I kind of envisioned. So taking pictures is really important, because then you can look back and go, oh my God, that looks really good in the photo. That colour looks really good in the photo. That's really shiny in the picture. Oh, I don't like how shiny that is. Yeah. So what you can do is you can then narrow it down from the ones that you like. You can look at the pictures and go, right, these are my favourites. Yeah. And then at that stage, what we do is we say, okay, let's go back, revisit your top 5, 3 ideally.
I personally always keep their top 3 to 5 in the changing room.
5?
And then, well, sometimes they're like, I like everything.
Yeah.
So that's when it's really hard, because obviously you girls have never really tried dresses on like this before.
So can we just put this one away? And
like,
no,
she likes that one.
I'm like,
I about this. No, she likes that one as well.
You've got 12 dresses here. I need to put them back for the other customers to look at.
Yeah. So that's another thing, obviously, because we all know the dresses, some girls worry that other dresses they might like be in other changing rooms, but don't worry about that, because we know the dresses. We will hunt that shop down and we'll find you that dress. Have you got this dress? Have you got this dress? And so don't worry about that. But yeah, I like to line them up so they can visually see them hanging up, and then they'll be like, actually no, I don't like that strap, so that's gone. So that's in the process of elimination.
And Sarah's getting red, so maybe I won't get
getting red, and she's getting a fishtail, so that has definitely got to go.
Yeah.
So that's when we do the process of elimination, and then we'll try to get rid of as many as possible, to be honest, because sometimes there's been a few favourites where...
And it doesn't always fall into place on the first
first
visit as well. There are definitely times...
It's very overwhelming for some girls. Yep. Trying on dresses in general is a hard task, where they might be really into sport and they've never even tried a skirt on or a skirt.
Or a pair of heels.
Or a pair of heels. That's the funniest thing,
Sometimes
girls.
you pull out a pair of heels and they're like...
what are they? So yeah, really important to practice in your heels when you get your heels. I say to the girls, put a pair of thick socks on, walk around your house in your shoes, and just practice because they literally like this.
You can really kill your look if you've got a beautiful dress and you can't walk in your heels.
Yeah.
It's like
you get away with flats though if you have got a ball gown or something
Absolutely.
without a split. So don't worry.
100%. So you got your photos, and yeah, it doesn't always fall into place as well, girls. So don't worry if you come to us or wherever you go prom dress shopping and you haven't had that moment where you're like, oh my God, this is the dress.
Yeah.
Actually, some girls don't get that moment. Some girls are not that bothered or just really easy chilled, but some girls do get that moment of like, yes, this is the one. At that stage, we do a 50% deposit if you're buying from the main store. So you'll pay 50% of the dress before you go. It is non-refundable and non-transferable. So don't change your mind.
Yeah, so when you're signing that T&C, just make sure that it is the one because we can't then go, oh yeah, we'll swap it to another dress because that if we've done it for one, we'd have to do it for everyone. So we just can't do that.
And at that stage, you might leave and ring our bell, our infamous bell, which lots of the girls come in and walk past and go, oh my God, the mum's normally like, oh, look, there's the bell. I hope you get to ring it today.
And then they're like,
and also with the bell girls, we always offer everyone to ring the bell.
If you don't want to ring the bell, it's fine.
If you don't, it's absolutely fine.
Yeah.
And if you do and we haven't had time or we haven't offered for you to ring the bell, please just say, can I have a picture of the bell?
Yeah.
Because I've had it quite a lot where we're so busy, we don't always take pictures of everyone. And then the mums call and say, my daughter's really distraught because she come all the way to you and you didn't ask her to ring the bell. So just bear that in mind.
You can ring the bell on collection if that is the case. When you've got your dress bag and your dress is here, you can ring it again. So don't worry.
And also if you're buying from the outlet, generally the dresses from the outlet are off the peg. So they tend to be ones that you can take away on the day. That also helps as well if you're buying for an event that's short term, you know, not months and months in advance and you need a dress for the weekend, then always book into the outlet because you can come in, take your dress away on the day.
Yeah. So at the end of prom season is always a little bit easier as well because we can sell off the peg. But at the beginning of prom season, all of our new collection, definitely not. So just bear that in mind as well.
Yeah, exactly. So then we've got your dress, you've done your deposit, and sometimes there are quite lengthy waits. So if you buy in October, it's not unheard of that you still won't get your dress till April till May. So you don't have to call us every day and, you know, panic too much. It is completely normal. Yeah. And also we get a lot of people that do buy maybe June, July, August, and they don't want big ball gowns just hanging in their living room or bedrooms for 7-8 months. So sometimes we just hold off on the order until the new year and then you'll still get the dress with everyone else in April and May. That's normal. Don't panic.
Yeah, a lot of our designers are American. Their prom seasons are totally different to ours as well. Hence why their stock is a lot more limited than our UK designers. So just bear that in mind as well if you're buying from America. Sometimes that's when we do have to set off the peg because they do go really quick.
Yeah, absolutely. So when your dress does come in, we'll give you a call and say your dress has arrived. We try and get you in within 2 weeks to come and try it on, make sure everything's okay. Yeah. And at that stage, we can then put you in touch or make you an appointment, I should say, for one of our in-house seamstresses. I think actually we are one of the only prom shops that offer in-house seamstresses. Yeah. I always think, like, for me and your experience at RiRi's, I want to make it as easy, as fun and as stress-free as possible. Yeah. And the seamstress part of buying a dress can be one of the most stressful. Yeah. So, you know, there's no point you buying a £400, £500, £600, £700 dress and then being given a sheet of paper saying, on your merry way, go and sort your alterations out with someone you don't even know.
Just want to point out as well, our seamstresses, if you shop with us in the first 3 months, you are guaranteed a seamstress appointment. If you come any later than March, then unfortunately we just haven't got. Our seamstresses, we've got 4 and they do 8 to 10 a week each. So keep in mind if they're doing that over 3, well, they start maybe January sort of time. They would hate us even more than they already do hate us with some of the ruffles that we chose in September this year.
Oh, God. When they come in to look at the dresses for the year. The dresses this year have just got bigger and more ruffly and more difficult. And I'm like, that's going to sell really well.
And then they're
like, I hate you.
Yeah, they all hate us. So, yeah, do keep in mind what Ria did touch upon. Like, once we get your dress, we give you a call. You've got 14 days whether to come and collect it. That is the only time we get to rectify if there are any sizing issues. Other than that, that's when the storage fees come in, and we only charge you storage fees if you don't collect because we just haven't got the storage. So it goes elsewhere, hence why you get charged £10 if you don't come and collect it.
we would have to have big yellow storage.
Yeah,
which is what we do actually.
Yeah, so that's where
to
it
store all
goes.
the dresses, because we just don't have enough for the thousands that we sell.
Yeah.
So we are quite strict on you having to come and get your dress within 2 weeks.
Yes.
But yeah, absolutely don't worry about the storage side of things, although they actually are still stored hanging, so it's not like they're shoved in a box. But we do offer complimentary steaming, like a few days or a week from your prom. Again, another thing I don't think other prom shops do. Just to make sure that your prom dress is looking fine and, you know, not all crinkled, because it's really hard to store a prom dress for months and months on end without it getting creased. So
especially
don't worry,
satin.
we've got you covered.
Yeah.
So in the next episode, we are going to be going into depth a little bit more about your prom buying experience, the do's, the don'ts, things to consider when buying your prom dress, and just how to maximise your prom shopping experience.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see you then.
Bye. Bye.